Zennies, what's good? Oh my days, we did it. We actually did it. I'm gonna be a doctor. Oh, oh my days, bro. Okay, let me not cry. Let me not cry. Let me not cry, bro. Chat, I'm going to med school. I'm going to... Holy! You don't understand how much this means. Like, I'm so excited to tell you guys because I'm sure you all know how much I've wow said the gym is paying off. That's crazy. This is like money. Give me my money. Give me my money. You'll get monies. Nah, I can't lie, bro. Nah, doctors don't get paid like that in the UK. But yeah, bro, that's not what I'm doing it for, man. I'm doing it because I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. Run some Minecraft and build a hospital. Chat. In 4 years, if you know, as long as I don't slack off or be a little devil in med school, I will be a doctor. How mad is that? How mad is that? How mad is that? Bro, chat, the Fortnite streamer that you've been watching, that you're looking at right now, is gonna be a doctor in 4 years. Bro, I got into med school, chat. I got into med school. Bro, oh my days. How crazy is that? Bro said I'm gonna be streaming my surgeries. That's crazy. I'm gonna be moving tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna explain the story. You quitting streaming? No. Bro, my 2 dreams in life is to be a doctor. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm in med school now. I can't believe, bro, I'm in med school, chat. I'm going to med school. Holy, bro. I'm gonna be learning some crazy. Oh my days, chat, bro. Bro said I'm gonna be treating my patients when hitting the griddy on them. That's crazy. But let me explain everything. Chat. Who would trust me to be their doctor? Who wants to be my first patient? We've done it. We've done it. Like, we've actually done it, chat. I'm genuinely just so excited to tell you all because I'm sure you all understand how much I've put into this, how the things we've been through. I think the only times I've ever been upset on stream was because of med school stuff, like me not doing well on my exams, you know, the grades, this and that. I've been through so much. I've been through so much trying to get into med school, man. And my whole life, chat. Imagine my whole life I've wanted to. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. Like, holy, do a stream where you play Fortnite in class. Bro said I'm gonna be streaming Fortnite in med school. Bro, I'm gonna be like the most unserious student. It's gonna be sick, man. It's gonna be sick. The Fortnite streamer you've been watching, chat, is going into med school. Like, bro, imagine I'm your GP and you come into the room and you just see me streaming Fortnite. I'm so excited, chat. Bro, I want to make the world of medicine a fun, positive environment. Like, I actually have to think now about what specialty I want to go into. What specialty do I do? Should I do anesthetics? Should I do orthopedics? Oncology? What are we saying? There's so many specialties. Wow said just rizz up my patients. Wow said you want me to get fired. No, it's crazy. Explain medical stuff in Fortnite terms. Chat, pediatrics. A lot of people think I should do pediatrics. Everyone, sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Because I'm about to dive deep into my journey of getting into medical school. I can't believe I just said that. Every time I say that, chat, that I'm in med school, it's just so surreal to me. Guys, I've started a new life. Like, I'm about to start a new life. I'm starting med school in 2 days. Bro's gonna be collecting reboot cards. For real. Bro said people are gonna be getting full box by a doctor. Oh, right. Bro, it's so surreal to me. I need to let this all out. I want to share this with you guys. That's why I'm streaming it. I have been through so much, chat. You don't understand. Like, I'm sure you guys know as well, man. This is something I've been wanting to do my whole life, and I finally achieved it. I succeeded. Where should I start? Okay, let me start on when I got the offer, guys. Guys, whilst I'm about to start this, let me know what specialty you think that I should go into. Okay, so ever since I was born, the kind of person I am has always been like, I want to make people happy and do something good for this world. Like, whenever I saw my parents happy, whenever I saw my brother happy, my family, my cousins, my auntie, my uncles, everyone, that would put a smile on my face, you know? I grew up wanting to go into something that does that. Something that genuinely helps people, makes people happy. And this is also why I love streaming, man. I just love sharing my experiences, hanging out with you guys, spreading positivity. Yeah, I don't want to quit streaming, bro. Streaming is my other dream. I've always told you guys, my 2 dreams in life was streaming and to be a doctor. I've always hated studying. Like, growing up, so many times my parents would try and get me on education, like, I can study. And I'm grateful for them for doing that, as much as I hated it back when I was a kid. Like, do your studies, chat. Do your studies. Very, 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 very important. Good for you, innit? But yeah, I loved gaming, bro. I loved gaming. I was always sick at gaming. And that was my hobby. It still is to this day. That was a lot of my procrastination, just gaming. But yeah, growing up, chat, my brother, as you may know, he's a doctor. And I literally grew up watching him go through med school. And I thought it was so... even to this day, I looked up to this guy, man. My brother, I love you so much if you're watching this. He inspired me so much to become a doctor. I would always look at him studying, growing up as a kid. You know, learning about the human body, physiology, anatomy. And it's something that it was so surreal to me how complicated the human body was. So that's another spark of my interest towards becoming a doctor. I want to learn more about the human body. I'm so happy that I was able to do this while I was keeping up with the streaming and stuff as well. A lot of people had their doubts, man. And I'm going to get to that. But continue the story, chat. My brother, this guy, I have so much respect for him. This guy is a grinder. He will work so hard to achieve his goal. And I always looked up to him for that. So yeah, chat, that was me growing up. Like, I think from early on, I wanted to go into med school and be a doctor because I found the human body so interesting and I want to help people and make people happy. So that's right, pretty much when I decided I want to do this, you know? Secondary school, chat, that's when things started to get a bit mad with this journey of trying to become a doctor. Just to let everyone know, I don't plan on quitting streaming. Like, this is my other dream, okay? It might be difficult and I'm going to try figure it out, okay? But I don't have any intentions of quitting streaming at all. I really love doing this. Why is everyone saying doctors are rich, bro? Have you not seen the pay in the UK? Bro, NHS is not good, bro. It's not good. But things are getting better. Where was I? So yeah, secondary school, chat. Secondary school. Primary school was fine, you know, growing up, blah, blah, blah. But secondary school, this is where it all started. The difficulties and all that into getting into med school. But also the enjoyment of it, you know, going through the journey and stuff. So I'm like average when it comes to smartness. Like, I can be smart if I try, basically. Like, when I put my focus, this is why I'm so sick at gaming, because when I put my full focus and enjoyment into stuff, if I genuinely enjoy something, I will rapidly get good at that. Like, I've always been a quick learner, but only if I genuinely enjoy what I'm doing and I work hard at it. If I meet those 2 circumstances, I'll be sick. I'll be like an expert in that thing very quickly if I put the time into it. And studying was just not one of those things, unfortunately. Like, going through secondary, I could have done way better, but yeah, I always wanted to get like A stars and stuff, but my grades were like average, I would say. I got a 7 in maths. I got a B in further maths. I got 6s in all sciences. And this is where the difficulties come in. I hated English so much, man. I hated that subject with a passion. It was so boring, man. I got a 4 in English language and English literature. My other GCSEs, I got like 5s and 4s in it. But yeah, it was decent. It was okay. You know, not the best though for someone that wants to get into med school. But do you know why, chat? Do you know why? What game came out when I was doing my GCSEs? Guess. What game came out? There was a game that came out, and I hate that it came out when I was doing the most important exams of my life. Fortnite. Chat. It was Fortnite, the game I stream to this day. Fortnite came out. And for all of you OGs, you would know how fun it was, bro. Fortnite came out and I would non-stop be playing Fortnite, bro. This is during my GCSEs, man. It came out at the worst. bro, genuinely, if Fortnite didn't come out, I think I'd be getting like 7s and 8s. But Fortnite came out, and it was just distracting me throughout my whole GCSEs. So unfortunately, I couldn't do it as well as I could have, but we still got decent grades. Well, guys, once again, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who has been with me through this journey. Thank you to everyone who's a WZenny, big part of the community, active in the streams. I love you guys so much, man. That was my GCSE time. Fortnite was a big distraction. That's all I played during my GCSEs. And yeah, I got pretty like average to decent grades. But the big problem, chat, was my English, man. I didn't know that, bro. Being a doctor is based on science, maths, and all that in it. So I didn't take English as seriously. Now, when it came to sixth form, my heart was crushed. This is when things started to get bad. When I was like 16, this was when things started to get bad. I was told that I couldn't do any of the A-level sciences. I couldn't do biology, chemistry, or physics because of my English grade. I had to get a 5, but I got a 4, and that really crushed my heart. I thought that was when my dream was over. So I decided to take A-level maths. I could do maths because I did sick in maths. I got 7 and a B in further maths. So I did maths A-level, and I did 2 B-techs, sciences, and geography. So that was my 4 like choices. And during this year, I decided I'm gonna retake my English GCSE and try get a 5, so I can do the sciences starting from next year, even though I'll be a year behind. So that was the plan, and that's what went ahead. This was a really depressing year for me. I wasn't getting good grades. I was always upset during my science BTech classes because I thought I could do so much better than this. I had a lot more potential. You know, I thought I ruined my life. This was a really tough year, and I got a I can't remember what it was, but I got a D in maths. I did well on my BTECs, and I got like an E in geography. I was dead at geography. So I still remember this so clearly, chat. I didn't take my science BTEC seriously because I thought it was too easy, and the teacher got really annoyed at me and mad because I didn't do one of the assignments or something. And they took me outside the class and they said, Aken, you've been slacking. You're not going to do well at this rate. And getting told that for my BTEC class, I shattered into tears, man. I was so upset hearing that. Like, if I'm not good enough to do biology, chemistry, and I'm not even good enough to do these science BTECs, what am I good at? That hit me, man. So yeah, chat, that was my first year of sixth form. Like, that happened, and I got so upset after my science BTEC teacher told me that. Like, you know that feeling, chat, when you know you could do so much more and you're in a position where you're just doing something that's not even close to what you're gonna do? I don't know how to explain it. Like, that was my whole first year. I was just upset because I wasn't doing what I wanted to actually do. And yeah, during that year, chat, I finally managed to get a grade 5 in English language. So, and that was good enough, luckily, to do science A levels. What happened was, chat, I decided to retake maths again because I got a D in it, and alongside that, get started on the science A levels. So I ended up doing, in my second year, A level maths, chemistry, physics, biology. Also, chat, when I requested to change to these subjects, the head teacher replied like, look, you're not even doing decent in science BTECs. Are you sure you want to do this? I genuinely believe that the most you're going to get at this rate is a C. And you're likely going to get D's and E's. He really, really was trying to push me to not do this. And that really put my self-esteem down as well. But I was like, no, I'm going to do it. Even if I fail, I'm going to risk it. So yeah, that's when second year started. Maths, physics, chemistry, biology, A levels. I was sick at physics, you know. Like, I was actually shocked. I enjoyed physics. I wish I could have done it, but it was just too much in it. So physics was actually calm. I think I got like a B, A-level physics. So during that year, chat, chemistry was hard. Chemistry was, oh my days. I do not want to go through that again. Ever. Chemistry was hard. Chemistry is really, really difficult to get into, but once you get into it, it gets so easy. It's like one of those ones. Once you get past that hurdle of revision, it gets so easy. But it was so hard, man. So yeah, chat, I didn't do that well in my second year. You know, I got like C in maths, B chemistry, C biology, B in physics, and then I dropped physics, so I was only doing maths, chemistry, biology in my last year of sixth form. This was the most depressing year, chat. Like, basically, your predicted grades are really important. I don't know why. It was a bit dumb, in my opinion, but because I didn't do well in that second year, and I wanted to get into med school. You know when you guys have to do your personal statement, UCAS application, this and that. So you had to get like, you had to regularly speak to teachers, those who was handling personal statements and stuff like that. And when I was talking to them about my personal statement and stuff, I went in really late and spoke to them really late about it. And the supervisors, they looked at me, chat. They looked at me and they said to my face, my 17-year-old face, "You're not getting into med school. You're performing the worst out of everyone trying to get into med." Oh my god, bro. Just thinking about it just hurts me, fam. They literally looked at my face, chat, and said, "You're not getting into med school. You're not going to be a doctor. You're not going to achieve this. We've seen your grades. We've seen your work ethic, and you're not doing this." Bro, how are teachers saying that to your face, like, at that age? You know how much that crushed me, bro. After that day, chat, I went home and I cried the whole day. I cried the whole day, bro. Like, imagine a kid with dreams and a big grown adult who you obviously look up to them because they're adult in it. They tell you you can't achieve your dream to your face. Like, you know how bad that was, man. That was... I cried the whole day, man. I cried the whole day, bro. That was bad. That was bad. Just hearing that from these teachers was bad. So yeah, I got through that stage and then Corona came around. Oh yeah, coronavirus. So yeah, chat, this is when, and then halfway through that year, Corona came and we had to do assessments instead of exams. We had to do mini assessments. And then results day. Results day was a very, very scary time. I can't lie. To be fair, I got myself a maths tutor and stuff and I locked in, man. I did lock in towards the end of the year. I locked in and I was actually doing decent. So I opened up my results, chat, for A levels. And imagine, do you guys remember? My head teacher said the max grade I'm getting was a C and I'm probably going to get a D and E. You guys remember that, yeah? All right. I opened my results and I saw A. I got an A in maths. I got an A in biology. And then I got a C in chemistry. It was so bittersweet because getting 2 A's from D's and E's was mad. That was... I shocked myself. I absolutely shocked myself. But then I saw that C in chemistry, and chemistry is important when it comes to med school. And I was like, oh, crap. So yeah, chat, I got AAC. And I was quite happy with it. I was happy with the results. I wasn't happy with chemistry. My teachers violated me. But yeah, going from D's, E's, and U's to A's, I'll take that, man. A levels is hard. It's one of the hardest parts of education. So the fact I managed to get 2 A's and a C, I was actually very happy with that. Especially the grades I was getting before. I was getting like U's, E's, D's. But I knew I wasn't getting into med school because C in chemistry, no one's accepting that. Also, another thing, guys, a lot of med schools, annoyingly, they only accept 6 in English, GCSE, which was annoying for me because I got a 5. So my options were very limited at that point. But I applied anyway. The entrance exam. Oh my days. Oh my days, chat. This exam is the bane of my existence, man. Like, to all of you don't know, you have to do an entrance exam each time you apply for med school the year before. And this exam is known as the UCAT. This is the most stupid exam I've ever seen in my life. And I'm so happy I don't have to do it again. I've done this exam a total of 3 times. I was about to do it the 4th time this September. Luckily I got this offer. Bro, no one told me. The first time, no one told me about this exam. Literally 2 weeks before the end of summer, I can't remember how I found out, but I think someone told me, hey, Akin, have you done the UCAT? I'm like, what's that? They said, it's the entrance exam for med school. And I was like, there's an entrance exam for med school? What? As if A-levels and doing all this wasn't hard enough. And they were like, yeah, look it up. And I looked it up, and there was actually an exam you had to do. And I had no idea about it. So I had 2 weeks to do this exam, chat. And I did terrible in that as well. I didn't know how to revise for it. I didn't do it properly. So the UCAT, I did really bad. Then I got to all you listening to this right now and trying to go for med school, I got 2,200 band 3, which was terrible in my UCAT. And yeah, first time applying, I didn't get into any of my med schools. But they all rejected me and didn't even give me an interview. They just rejected me straight up. So yeah, guys, first time around, all med schools rejected me. I got accepted into biomedical science because I saw that there's a gateway to get into medicine through biomedical science and a program called graduate entry medicine. So I was like, you know what? Let me accept this offer for biomedical science rather than trying to retake my chemistry. That was another option I was considering. I was thinking of maybe taking a gap year, retaking my chemistry, but I was like, nah, no way I'm getting an A in this, man. Chemistry was too hard. So I was like, you know what? Let me play it safe. I'll go for biomedical science. Even if I don't get into med school, I'll have another degree and maybe I can go down another route. So I was like, okay, let's do biomedical science. I'll try and smash that and then go for medicine. This is my university life starting. I am now in my first year of biomedical science and I was depressed. I was so depressed, chat. I was doing something that I didn't want to do. I was finding it difficult as well. So first and second year of biomedical science, I was really just upset. Like, my parents would get on my case as well. Like, they'd be like, why are you not studying? Why are you still gaming? Like, come on, man, you gotta pattern up if you want to get into med school, basically. So it just really upset me, man. Doing something that I didn't want to do in year. But after the second year, I really patterned up. Second year, I applied to med school again. I went for the UCAT again. I tried to go for graduate entry med school. I did a lot better in my UCAT. I got 2,500 2,400 band 2. And I applied again for graduate entry medicine, but I got rejected from all of them. My mistake here was I applied to all the competitive ones. I should have applied to other ones because I really wanted to stay in London, but they're all really competitive. So that was my mistake. I applied for places that was too competitive for the grades that I got. But then chat, this is where it gets saucy. My third year of biomedical science, my last year. I locked in and I got a first class honors. That was the biggest achievement. I managed to lock in, get a first class honors, which is the top grade at uni for biomedical science. And that's when my eyes started lighting up. And I was like, oh crap, okay. If I lock in with the UCAT, worst exam ever, dumbest exam, I could actually have a chance of getting into med school here. This is when I had my gap year, the year I'm on right now. Oh, you know what, chat? I kind of gave up on medicine. I just remembered. Before the summer, last year's summer, I gave up and I really wasn't onto it because I was doing streaming and stuff, remember? This is when I started my streaming stuff and I really wanted to pursue that. I was like, bro, all this effort, I'm not getting in, man. And then in the last 2 weeks, chat, of summer, I was like, you know what? Let me just do it, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I did the UCAT again, and I got the same score. I got 2,500 band 2. And I was like, okay, this is not good enough again. I was like, you know what? Let me just apply. Let me apply strategically. I think that was the biggest difference. I applied to unis that I literally spent the whole day listing out every single university in the UK and organizing them so that at the top, these are the unis I'm most likely to get into with the scores and grades I have. And I did all those 4 unis. And then this time, chat, when it came to November time, my brother was on the PC and he was literally telling me off. He was like, bro, you need to lock in, man. If you want to do med school, get some work experience, study for the UCAT. And then he looked at the screen at my emails, chat, and guess what? I got my first ever med school interview. And I couldn't believe it. It was my first ever time after all these years getting a med school interview, chat. So I locked in. in for my interviews, bro. I was practicing with my brother every day. You guys remember? Even on stream, I was practicing, bro. I was locked in for the interviews. I was banging out questions. I was practicing with my brother every day. Even on stream, I was practicing. And then after that chat, I got 2 more interviews for these other universities. I don't want to leak why I got in, just in case, but maybe I will one day. And I got rejected by my 4th choice, but that's fine. I got 3 interviews, chat. I managed to get 3 interviews, which was insane. Going from 0 interviews to 3 interviews, crazy, man. It was insane. It was such a, like, the fire lit up inside of me again. The fire lit up, chat. So I smashed my practice. I went into those interviews as confident as I could, and I think they went really well. I mean, you guys can argue otherwise. I got rejected from all of them, but I think it went really well. Like, I answered the questions clear as I could. I didn't hesitate, and I was pretty confident. It was a long wait. These lot took their time to get back to me, man. These lot took their time. So I got a rejection from Piers Cumbria. Let me check when it was, actually. Wait. Let me go on my thing. Okay, so on the 11th of March, 2025, 10 o'clock, I received an email, and my heart was beating, and I got rejected by this university. And then came 10th of April. I got rejected by the med school that didn't give me an interview, so that was fine. I wasn't that deep. And then, chat, things were getting close. It was May. It was coming towards the end of the application cycle. This is another thing, by the way. This is the most jarring thing about med school, chat. These lot take so long to get back to you. There's so much uncertainty, this and that. So imagine I waited like 5 months just to know that I've been rejected. I got rejected at the other 2 universities on the 6th and 14th of May. But I got put on a wait list, chat. I got put on a wait list for one of the universities. So I got rejected from all of them, and I got put on a wait list for one of them. If you don't know what a wait list is, basically they put you on a spot. You did good, but there wasn't enough spaces for you. So if a space opens up and they get you on the wait list, they will give you an offer. That's what a wait list was. And it's not likely to get in because this is graduate entry medicine, which is even more competitive than undergraduate medicine, the normal route. So I didn't rely on that. I'm like, oh God, here we go. I got to apply again for next year. I didn't get in. I failed. So came this summer. I booked my UCAT, the entrance exam. And as you guys know, I applied for volunteering at my local hospital to get some more experience. And here we go again, man. Also, another thing, chat. I was really upset because for the UCAT, the entrance exam, they took out my best section for this year. Thank God. Thank God I don't have to do that exam again, because they took out my best section, my best scoring section this year. So I had really low hopes for that exam. So I decided to double down on it, work really hard for that exam. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing this summer. Just studying for the entrance exam, trying to get some work experience. And also, chat, this was really upsetting. My parents and my brother were really considering for me to stop going after med school and try and go for a master's or do something else, you know, get a job. So that was really upsetting. I might have had to do something else and give up on my dream. I felt really bad for them as well. I wanted to make my parents proud, my brother proud, my family proud, everyone around me proud. That's another factor, but yeah. So yeah, chat, that's what I was doing throughout the summer, studying for the entrance exam and trying to get some work experience to improve my application. And then I had my holiday from the 5th of August to the 13th of August. And it was perfect timing, guys, because 14th of August is A-level results day, right? So when I came back from my holiday, I slept, and then it was 14th of August. I woke up at 7:50 in the morning because it's results day, chat, and you can get in to some courses through clearing. That's when they have spaces available and they need to fill it up, if you guys know about that. I went on my laptop, I started researching for what universities are in clearing for med school. It's really rare for universities to be in clearing for med school because it's so competitive, but I went on anyway. And I saw that Newcastle was available for clearing for undergraduate medicine. Now, this is the 5-year program, and I want to get into the graduate entry medicine program, which is 4 years. So they were available for clearing, and I applied for them, chat. And they were going to get back to me to that day, they said, if I was back with an interview or not. And after that, I was like, you know what? Let me message the university that put me on a waitlist. I'm going to be like, hey, I know I'm still on a wait list, but I'm still really keen on joining your university to study med school, and I'm ready to accept the offer on the spot if given the chance. And I sent that message in the morning, literally on the 14th of August, 2 days ago, chat. And then I decided to just continue my day. We got a new chair, if you guys didn't realize, by the way. So me and my brother, in the afternoon, guys, we were building this chair. This very chair, chat. This very chair, we were building it. And out of nowhere, I was getting a call from a random number. It was an unknown number. And in my head, I was like, oh, crap. This might be the interview for Newcastle that I applied for in the morning. I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, crap. I might have to get ready for this interview and lock in. So I answered the call, chat. And it was the university that put me on the wait list. And my heart started racing. My heart started racing, chat. But I didn't let myself get too excited because I was worried that they were going to call me and be like, you haven't been successful in getting a place. And the lady on the phone was like, hey, this is the university that put me on the wait list. We saw your message this morning and I would like for you to know that a place has opened up and we would love to offer you this place. When I heard those words, chat, I wanted to cry, I wanted to scream, I wanted to shout, I wanted to celebrate. It was the happiest moment of my life. Guys, do you know what's crazy, by the way? As I said, I was building this chair with my brother and he was there. He was there. I put it on speaker from the start. He was there the whole time, chat. And we were looking at each other's eyes, chat. And he was telling me to calm down until the end of the call because anything can happen in it. I had to lock in and just focus on the call and let them know that I want to accept this and that. Yeah, I was talking to them. I was like, yeah, I would love to accept this and that. And I asked about accommodation and stuff like that. Chat, the course is starting in 2 days. So I was like, this is quite short notice. Is there anything I can do, this and that? And they said that they'll send me, they told me that they're going to send me some emails and I need to stay up to date and do things quickly. I'm like, say no more. I'm on this, bro. I had my PC on the whole day, my emails on the whole day. And yeah, so after I ended that call, chat, I looked at my brother in the eyes. We looked at each other for a split second, like, you know that moment when like you're like, what the hell just happened? And when we started celebrating, we started jumping around. I was hugging my brother. We were going crazy, bro. Bro, we made an earthquake in the house, chat. We made an earthquake in the house. We was going crazy in my room, bro. I think my monitor dropped. I think my TV nearly dropped. I started crying. My brother was so happy for me. And yeah, that was confirmed. That was it. That's me getting into med school. We went down. We told my parents. Everyone was going crazy. We started dancing, celebrating. And yeah, that is the story of how I got into med school pretty much. Now, for everyone, if you're watching this video right now, and you're trying to go for med school, I know how much it sucks. Like, this application process, there's so much uncertainty, so much unfairness. The UCAT, that exam, it's the worst, most unfair thing I've ever come across. So if you guys are struggling with that, don't worry, don't give up. Even if you don't do well on one aspect of your application, you need to approach it holistically and go for it. Apply strategically. That's the biggest thing that made a difference for me. And don't give up. The amount of people that said I couldn't do it, the amount of people that had doubts in me, everyone had doubts in me. Everyone. Like, my family, they had their doubts in me from time to time. And I really wanted to do this, man. I didn't give up. I really wanted to do this, prove everyone wrong. It took me a while, but we got there. This section, if you're watching this video right now, this one's for you, med applicants. If you have any questions, everyone watching this video, if you have any questions, if you want to ask about my story or about the application or about anything, please comment. I'll get back to all of you, okay? Never give up. Never give up. Never, ever give up. If you really want something, go for it. I've worked so hard and I've been through so much. And I'm kind of happy that happened because I've grown a lot and matured a lot. I'm sure you guys would disagree with that. But I still can't believe it, guys. I'm going to be a doctor. Like, I'll never forget you guys' support. You guys helped me so much as well, man. You guys have always been the best. Like, I never wanted to give up as well for you guys, and I wanted to make you guys proud. You know what I'm saying? The Zennies, because the Zennies is the best community, man. I don't care what anyone says. You guys are the best. But yeah, guys, like having teachers and role models tell me to my face when I was younger that I can't do it was so heartbreaking. Like that was, I'll never forget that day that the teacher said that to my face. I cried the whole day, man. I still remember it so vividly. To everyone who doubted me, to the teachers that said that to my face, I made it. I made it. I did it. If you don't believe it, go on our Discord server and the confirmation letter's there. I made it. I made it. You little devils. I did it. I proved you wrong. I proved you wrong. Am I tough? I'm kind of tough. I'm kind of tough. Yeah, chat. I guess that's the story of me getting into med school. A lot of people told me to quit streaming. A lot of people said you can't do streaming in med school. To be fair, I don't blame them because, you know, med school is a really big commitment. The future streams. Okay, now the future. So we did the past. We talked about the past. We talked about the present. Getting off all that. Now the future. Guys, I'm moving tomorrow. I'm moving out tomorrow. These lot told me 4 days before the call starts, bro. Literally, they gave me the offer 4 days. How is crazy is chat? How crazy is that, guys? My life changed over a phone call. How mad is that? My life literally changed over a phone call. It's mad. Saying that to everyone I proved wrong and people who had doubts in me, that's just a small part of it, everyone. Thank you to all of you who believed in me, to everyone who knew I could do it. If it wasn't for you guys and supporting me, I don't think I'll be here today, genuinely. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best, guys. Like I don't want to stop streaming. I don't want to stop making content. I love you guys. I love doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best, guys, to sort that out. I'll see if I can bring my PC or not. But all of this is happening so quick. I might have to stop for a while whilst I get things sorted out. But I will definitely come back. Okay. This is graduate entry medicine, which is even more competitive and more difficult than undergraduate medicine. And the first few weeks is going to be really intense. So I don't know if I have time, guys. I need to get settled in. So yeah, guys. That is the story of me getting into med school. Never let anyone take your dreams away from you. Only you decide that. Literally. But yeah, everyone. If you enjoy my journey of getting into med school, please drop a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Let's go. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments. I will get back to every single one of you, I promise. Thank you, and have a good day.